Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game number 2 now of Flipside versus Relax in CIS Carnage 2014 group stage losers match. Winner of this goes on to the finals bracket. And yeah, let's kick off right into the picks and bans. So this is Flipside banning out thus far the Slark, the Yellow Titan, the Outerward Devourer, as well as the Tinker. And Relax thus far banning out the Bristleback, the Pugna, the Luna, and the Puck. So Flipside banning out that Slark first off, not a big banning out the other Titan afterwards too. So interesting to see there. Not banning out that tried and true Alchemist that both teams enjoy playing, as he is a very good hero. And Shadow Shaman, the next ban out from or pick up from Relax rather, as Flipside banning out the OD and the Tinker. So Tinker really going to help out with push lineups as far as the mid lineup goes. And Relax really looking banking towards that push lineup this time, as they do have the Shadow Shaman, the Venomancer, the Enchantress, as well as an Alchemist. So Alchemist really good at zoning out the enemy team with those pushes, with the Acid Spray, of course. Enchantress again has the creeps, has the heals, can help with the early push slot. Venomancer with the wards, and Shadow Shaman with his wards as well as his push potential in the what's it called, Ether Shock. But yeah, certainly going to be a very potent pushing lineup, and Flipside should be a bit scared here, as they did pick up a Weaver, so could be a bit tough for them. Crystal Maid, not a hero that he deals moderately well, but not the best with push lineups. But Flipside certainly looking for another aggressive mid-game sort of playstyle. They do have the Clockwork, the Visage, and the Crystal Maiden really going to help with sustain in that mid-game with the Aura, as well as securing kills with the Frost Nova and the Frostbite as well. So Weaver, another good mid-game ganker, really a mid-game sort of carry. You want to get up those maybe an early Lincolns or maybe some early survivability of BKB, one of those two, Lincolns, BKB, one or the other, and then work towards maybe a Desolator, and from there just skyrocket, really. Start doing work with the bugs, with the Shikuchi, with that double click damage, as you do get the Gemini attack. And Stormsphere last pick up for Flipside. So Flipside going to go very aggressive once again with their lineup. While Relaxed thus far, it's really looking towards an aggressive push lineup versus a gank. But Flipside banning out the Death Prophet, so could be a bit stumped on what this carry spot should be, as the Pugna is banned out as well as the Luna. So all those kind of mid-game sort of push heroes for Relax are banned out right now. But it's going to be the Lone Druid. So Lone Druid actually not as popular in this meta as it goes right now. He is more of a pocket pick, more for players that really enjoy playing him, and really just styled for him. But he's very, I'm going to say, vulnerable in the first early stages of the game. So we could see him on the safe lane starting out. But that will leave the question for who's going to offlane for Relax. Shaklo is the offlaner traditionally, and could just offlane on the Lone Druid as well. And we could see just farm on the Alchemist. We'll wait and see. Let's Relax pick up Dread. Did the Dread play last game and I missed the name? Because otherwise I'd be very embarrassed once again. It's be the second time I've done that. Darn you, Dread. Getting me every time. And Relax waiting last pick up of their heroes, and we will be ready to go. But of course, the pause. You have missed pause in the Russian scene. Always paused in this early portion of the game, but I guess it's going to give me some time to analyze the teams. But we'll go through the Flipside lineup as all the players are in the game as of right now. We do have Enlight on the Storm Spirit. He played our Invoker last game, wasn't too much success, wasn't able to push too many towers. Did secure plenty of kills with that Sunstrike though, so not too bad by him. Pao, our Bane last game, will be playing the Visage this time. Kolnya, going to be playing the Clockwork once again. PSM going to be on the Crystal Maiden, and Hybrid going to be on the Weaver. He was the Mirana last game, I believe. And PSM had been the Rubik, so Dread in the meantime going to be on the Enchantress, TMW on the Shadow Shaman, Shaklo on the Lone Druid screen, on the Alchemist and FN going to be playing the Venomancer. So it'll be interesting to see how this is laned. That's one thing I want to see out of Relax in this game is how they lane these heroes. If a chance goes to the offensive woods as well, and what happens there. Defensive, offensive, who knows? But likely to see wards coming out from Flipside in this early portion of the game as they are rotating all 5 to the Dire Woods. And there are, I was going to say there are 4 sentries on Pingeee, but I was wrong. But 4 wards in total do have the 2 sentries as well as the 2 wards. And gonna smoke up and now. So gonna look for this early game aggression. Shaka will actually be on the off lane, or safe lane rather. And all of Relax kind of rotating towards this area. Bear gonna scout out maybe some of Flipside's here, but Shacklo, should he get caught here, very burstable in this early portion of the game, as they do have a lot of damage inside of Flipside for this level 1 fight. We're gonna work right towards the lane now. Lane ward goes up, very aggressive. And Relax maybe caught out here. And Hybrid Sakuching in. Now Relax. TMW gonna eat some of this damage from Hybrid. Just gonna back off though. No stun available. Crystal not able to get in range for the Frostbite. Would have been a guaranteed kill had she done so. But again, Weaver really led with that sort of stun. And FN gonna come back up the hill. Frostbite. FN gonna be in a bit of trouble. And Hybrid going to work. FN falling very, very low. Has the stun up now. Gonna not be able to kill himself with it. And Hybrid gets the first blood on the Weaver. So a good start for Flipside in this game, giving that Weaver the first blood. And it seems it's going to be an aggressive tri-lane down here against what's going to be a tri-lane of, or a dual lane of Alchemist and the Lone Druid. As Shacklo rotating down. So Shacklo going to face a lot of pressure in this lane as Screen is in the off lane. Already has level 1 boots. So that seems to be the strategy from him. He's going to be facing off against Kolnya on the Clockwork, so another solo lane matchup. Or this Enchantress. Going to be doing what she can for the time being, as Shacklo certainly needs some support in this off lane. We'll be facing it against the Weaver, as well as Pingeee and the Crystal Maiden, so very dangerous for him. PS in the meantime, going to snag some of these creeps in the woods. Doesn't want to stack this camp though, of course. Going to keep right-clicking this Sator. And snagged by, oh boy, Dread snagging that with his bird. Well done by him. It's hilarious. And in the meantime, we're gonna have TMW versus versus Storm Spirit in the mid lane rather. TMW was the Puck last game, so did tie up my heroes there for that reason. And TMW gonna be a little under pressure in this mid lane. And Light certainly has the advantage as he is much more potent in this early portion of the game, at least compared to his Shadow Shaman. 2 SSs, that's pretty scary. And TMW now harassing in Light back, so trading blows here. And Light did go for that early null talisman for the last hitting. As we have Shacklo struggling to get some farm in this bottom lane. 3 last hits on him thus far. But again, this is a very aggressive tri-lane. And smoke up from Dread and FN. Gonna wrap around here likely and get a kill on Light, hopefully. Invis now? Nope. Dread gonna head all the way top, and Shacklo gonna have to deal with this tri-lane by himself as FN and Dread looking towards the top lane now themselves. Screen. Meantime, harassing Kolnya pretty low. This team now bottled in. Invis gonna protect himself for that first level 6 gank from a Light. Once he gets to that level 6, he certainly will dive on that Shaman, as he will have the zip zap and be able to dodge a lot of the stuff Shaman has to put out. Meantime, FN and Dread and Light backing off for the courier now, in a little bit of fear for his life, it seems. Gonna be bottle crying for the time being. And aggressive pulls here from Flipside. PS eating a bit of damage there. As Hybrid and company gonna go on Shacklo now. Shacklo bugs out on him. Shacklo gonna fall lower and lower, and likely to go down here. Frostbite and Grave Chill gonna go down, and in the meantime, Storm Spirit dies in the mid lane to FN and Dread. So trading kills here. But who really needs to farm more, the Shadow Shaman or the Bear? I'd definitely say the Lone Druid needs a lot more assistance in this lane. But not FN and Dread not going to care too much. As a Storm Spirit now teleports back to lane. Could look for a second kill here, but in Light, I'm sure it won't make the same mistake twice. But here comes the dive in Light now. Ether Shock. Orb from the Satyr Tormentor misses, and Frostbite onto the Satyr Tormentor as it drops in defense, and the mid lane works out. So it's a tri-lane mid now, it seems. As Shadow Shaman disconnects, so another pause. Always loving these disconnects and these pauses. Always the greatest in the Russian scene, but not going to complain too much. But I really have been, so sorry about that. I do get a little complainy when these pauses come out, but not controllable. The players should have some leeway with this kind of sort of stuff. I mean, it happens in other games, should happen in this kind of game. As if we ever want Dota to transcend into a real sport, timeouts will have to be a sort of rule kind of thing. You either have 3 timeouts for like a minute each, maybe. That's how it works. That's how it'd work out. And then like now, teams will be breaking that salve as Dread rotating towards the woods now and gonna be spotted up by Konya. Konya may look for a kill here, as if he gets Dread in the cogs, Battery Salt will indeed kill him. And Battery Salt now onto Dread. Cogs not getting him though, so Dread gonna maybe make it out of here. Should he get a stun from the Centaur onto him, but that Battery Salt eating up a lot of damage onto the Centaur. Dread however gonna take 1 right click and 2 right click from Maiden now, and goes down. So 1 for 3 right now in the favor of Flipside. So Flipside looking to come back in this game too. Certainly doing well this far in the game, but Relax. Waiting for that point in the game where, in the meantime, mid lane and Light has double damage, looking to go on TMW, but Sun coming out from FN. FN, however, getting mighty low now. Goes down from less right click from the Light. That just double damage, proving too long. Certainly a lane-winning rune. As Screen now, gonna be in a bit of trouble. Gank up from Pahao. And Konya, Battery Salt, Screen now. Gonna see if he can run away, but Soul Assumption not gonna clean him up just yet. And gonna make it away, it seems, as the slow from the Poison Sting. Gonna slow down Konya, slow down Pahao, and make it out of there alive. Pahao, however, eating a lot of damage there just from the creeps as well as the Poison Sting. Super spooky on his part. And Arcane's now up on our Shadow Shaman. So the push, the mana, the sustainability gonna start coming together with these items that are coming out. And in the meantime, let's open up our last hits. I haven't looked at that just yet. Really, not at all. In this really serious game, has there been a moderate amount of action, at least. So Shadow Shaman in the lead, followed by that Weaver in the offlane against Shaklo solo. Shaklo, however, catching up on that last hits. Now tied up with that Weaver, and Storm Spirit falling pretty low on the last hits as far as things go. Meanwhile, I found this top lane, the Lava Stun out on Konya. Konya eating a lot of damage from that stun, just does so much work, and that's why it's such a popular first pickup for many teams as of late. And Chan just getting that 1 point up in Untouchable this early on, gonna help her survive just that little bit longer. And Shaklo now could be ganked up by PSM here, as Crystal Maid now returning to the lane, and Frost Nova. No Frostbite just yet. Bugs missing on Shaklo. Shaklo are gonna fall regardless. No, salve, and he makes it alive. I'm gonna teleport. Does he make it out? And Weaver just getting the Sakuchi on him just in time. So a successful gank there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, TMW dropping the wards and pushing that tower down. The push coming out from him. Shaklo needs to get that ultimate up if he wants to push it all. Looking towards the Midas, it seems. Not gonna be the best pickups. But it's certainly going to help him catch up, it seems. TMW meantime teleporting back to the mid lane. Had Relax been on the dire side this game and picked up that Shadow Shaman, there would have been an early Roshan attempt rather than that tower, I would assume, but not going to happen. I'm not sure if that bug's fixed either. I need to check on the patch notes, but I don't think it has been. As Roshan does not attack the wards, and if you ward trap him, he is certainly going to die. And PSM now rotating through the Radiant Woods. TMW are going to find him. And PSM now going to be in a bit of trouble. PSM gonna fall here, and indeed he does. So a free kill for Lone Druid there. All Relax being in the nearby vicinity, cleaning up on that. As a Hybrid looking for this tower kill now. It did take a lot of damage because Shacklo hasn't been able to spend too much time in lane. And Flipside gonna easily tie up on towers now as Shacklo unable to deny that, and Hybrid just getting that last hit easily. As he is working towards a Linken's now, it seems, picking up the Ring of Health. So 2-5 is the score right now in the game. 8 minutes in, and both sides looking pretty even right now in terms of things. Flipside has the slightest bit of an advantage, but and Light can look for a killer on Shacklo, one would assume. Bugs coming out from Hybrid, however, FN seems to be the target of this gank, and going down very quickly, was on pretty low health there. Now Light gonna go on Dread. Dread, however, of course, has the untouchable, but not gonna be enough as Weaver gets another kill with the Sakuchi and the Gemini attack, and time lapses just a little bit of health back. As the Bear now's in trouble, and Courier gonna need a bit of damage as well. But yeah, 2 kills there for Flipside, well done by them. Hybrid teleporting to mid lane, and wards dropped by TMW now. Hook missing onto screen from Konya, and Barry Salt dropped by Konya, and TMW gonna go down here for sure. Indeed he does. Clockwork cleaning that up as the tower mid goes down to the wards. Oh, lots of wards. Venomancer wards, Shadow Shaman wards, and they're gonna see if they can get a couple kills off of this. But screen now gonna be in a bit of trouble. Frostbitten up, Soul Sumption, and zipping from Enlight. Enlight now I'm gonna eat that Venomancer ult, and just gonna teleport back to base as he might die otherwise. P-How also in trouble. Gonna make it alive, as that Venomancer ult is non-lethal. The more you know, but it's a pretty common fact. So now 2 towers down for Relax, getting that mid tower now with the suicide from the Venomancer and the Shadow Shaman, as they lose 2 more in that mid, or 3 more rather, in the mid lane as they lose the Venomancer. Oh no, was it just 2? Yeah, it was just 2. And now pressure coming out into this bottom tower from Relax. We're actually going all in on this push strat. Really haven't gone for ganking at all, and any gank they really had just hasn't worked out too well at all. Just the mid lane ganks, and I believe that's been it. Yes, anytime now, frostbiting up the Waldring Ripper, and push going to be stopped here by that. Oh no, just by the rotation and TMW now in a bit of trouble, and Light going to get a gank on him. TMW just going to fall. Tries to teleport out, but to no avail. And Shacklo now hooked upon by Konya. Konya and company going to get a kill on him, and indeed they do. Actually, Hook not even expended there, just walked upon him. And now, and Light going to go for FN and stun up from FN onto him, and FN going to go down. So 3 kills here now, and Konya hooking onto screen. Screen going to fall here, and a full team wipe as Dread next in line. So Relax losing 5 here. The push strat not working out. The aggressive ganking potential lineup of Flipside just working flawlessly thus far. Konya really securing a lot of kills, or supporting a lot of kills here with the battery assault with those hooks. And yes, so working out. Flipside looking to come back, it seems. They do have those two towers down though, so it could be a bit tough on gold, but it's not going to matter too much with the kill advantage they have. 14-2 is your score right now. As Flipside, with a look at the gold graph, is very much in the lead, nearly 2,000 in their favor, even with the tower gold. And Flipside nearly 7,500 ahead in experience. As Shacklo, I'm not sure if he's still going for that Midas, but if he is, 12 minutes is just getting too late, buddy. What it seems as he does have the glove of haste and nothing else, just the face boots on the bear. And P-How PSM rotating around in this in these woods. As Relax just look to farm up their wounds and see if they can get some more towers down, but for the time being, not going to happen, as they are just meandering mid, all of them really. As Shacklo, 50 gold to that Midas. We'll have it with this kill, and Shacklo indeed buying that Midas. 12:28 is timing on that, boys. Very, very late indeed. And a word from Relax and spot out all the Flipside heroes right up here. Is Konya likely just looking for a hook. Has no vision though, so could be a bit difficult. As Screen gonna do these ancients. I'm not gonna pull on the next marker, but not gonna matter. It just wants to farm at this point. And these enchantress creeps just eating it constantly. That Frostbite doing a lot of work on him. There's Shaklo. Going to look for a creep to Midas here. And indeed, Midas is a troll warlord. Or a troll shaman, whatever you want to call him. As Enlight. Now working towards a BKB. Doesn't want to deal with all the magical damage that Relax has. And zip onto FN all the way down here. FN gonna pop the stun, and stun from, or vortex from Enlight gonna happen, and stun going onto Light now. Enlight getting mighty low. FN may turn this around, but Enlight getting that one last right click and trade for kills here on the bottom lane. Alchemist getting 800 gold for the Storm Spirit, so not a good trade by that Storm Spirit there, but I just assumed he was getting bored, as this meandering in the mid lane is just getting absolutely not fun for other side. I'm not sure. I think they just want the mechanism for the next push. As sure someone works towards a Lincoln's, or a Hagenham's rather. My bad. And if this goes to the late game, Relax do have somewhat of a chance. They do have the Enchantress as well as the Alchemist, as well as the Lone Druid, of course. Lone Druid being the most potent of carries in this game. But Flipside should it hit to the 20-minute mark and the game stays as it is in terms of towers and that kind of stuff, they're going to really start being able to push their advantage with a Storm Spirit who's working towards this BKB. Once he has the BKB up, going to be able to do a lot more work against Relax, as they do have just so much magic damage on the side of Relax that he's able to dodge with that. And the slow from Bettermans are really not going to bother him at all. And we have some phonetic Mandarin in chat as Roshan, the Chinese casters for this game. And Relax may look for a kill here, but not going to do so really. TMW through an Ether Shock and Hook from Kolnya. TMW in a lot of trouble now. Ward Drop from him, however, and Soul Assumption onto him from Pihao, and Kolnya going to be eating a lot of damage from these wards and going to make it out alive. Ward's just going to be farmed up by Hybrid and Company, as well as Familiars from Pihao. So not a gank you want if you Relax. Not able to get a kill there. Wards expanded and no tower acquired. And Light Harbor going to eat a lot of damage in the mid lane. FN and Dread going to work. And zipping into the Roshan pit. Had he been stunned there, your Light would have been dead, but going to make it out of here alive. As he is now inching closer and closer to that BKB. The push going to come top from Flipside, it seems. So last game, we had more of an even draft. Both teams really having the potential to snowball out of control. Whoever laned that laned and ganked earlier in that game was gonna win. But this game more just TMW want to snowball on last or kills Hybrid and Aver. In the meantime, gonna be in a lot of trouble. Falls here, and Screen gonna pop the ultimate onto PSM. PSM gonna fall for sure. Pops the ultimate to see if she can make it or get any kills in return, but to no avail. Lone Druid getting a kill there. So 2 down for Flipside. Playing a little bit aggressively there underneath the tower. TMW just able to get on him, or get on the Weaver rather, and blow him instantly, as he does have lots of disables. Weaver, had he had the Lincolns up, could have certainly taken that tower, taken that fight, but not up for another 400 gold, as he just needs the recipe. And the push going to come out top by Relax. They do have the wards up in 20 seconds, so certainly not a bad idea. As Dread, as well as FN may look to just come up here as well, but FN gonna pull this camp, the ancient camp, stack it up a bit before likely the Venomancer or himself in the end, later on maybe. And Hook onto FN from Kolnya. Kolnya gonna get a kill on FN here for sure, as long as FN cannot out-regen it. And FN gonna make it away actually, so well done by him, popping that ultimate, getting the stun off, and making sure that one of the right click didn't kill him. And these hates for the Enchanted Creeps. This one's going to die out just before they get the kill on it, so there's that. So Relax being able to farm up just the slightest bit, and now coming back in this game just the tiniest amount. Nice Shaklo, and Light rather, may go down here. Does have a lot of mana. Is going to be chain hexed by the Storm Spirit, but going to make it alive. Going to teleport out, and indeed he does. Poison not going to be able to kill him, as he was going to tick down very, very slowly from that if he was going to stay on the battlefield. But again, teleport out and relax, and looks to push this bottom tower as the push comes out top by Hybrid and Konya on this top tower. Going to get pretty easy as it was pretty low. In the meantime, Pingeee and PSM going to push down this mid tower. And Screen going to teleport in and Frostbitten up now. Familiars. May look for a stun here, but teleport in from Dread. Just Familiar Stun's going to stun him up, and not going to see an even tower trade here. Well, just the tower top loss essentially for Relax, and this mid tower getting mighty low. But as the top tower Screen Hour going to eat some bugs as well as Dread. Screen now eats a Soul Assumption as well, and Sakuchi from Hybrid 2-minute attack and Soul Assumption again, and Visage just wrecking him. And a free kill on Venomancer there for Flipside. And Flipside gonna lose the Crystal Maiden in return. Shadow Shaman using the Ether Shock, that kind of stuff. And meanwhile, Konya denying that bottom tower. And then Light as well as Hybrid gonna look to go on FN. FN here stunning himself and gonna fall. Just blown up. So a 2-for-1 in the mid lane thus far as the fight continues on. TMW and Dread now gonna fight. Lincoln's popped by that last spell, and time lapse from Hybrid as he did eat a lot of damage at a short time there. Dread now may be in trouble. Familiar's up, gonna chase him down, and Soul Assumption not gonna be enough. And Shaklo gonna look to push the bottom lane, but rotation out from Flipside may catch him out just the slightest bit. Gonna go for that Radiance as well, so Radiance Mars gonna have it a decent time if he doesn't die here. As he has 3,200 gold right now. And anything before 25 if you go Midas really is pretty decent timing, but just has the boots otherwise. So I'm not going to judge exact timings on this, but as far as I know, before 25 minutes, like 60 minutes is a good time, but in the meantime, actually in Light, going to be hexed up in the mid lane, going to go in FN here. Chain stuns up on in Light, and Light going to fall here. Suiciding again into this mid lane, and his double damage illusion is going to fall. As Flipside look to take the Roshan. And Konya, Frostbite up from PS, I'm going to save him, and Harvey going to pick up the Aegis, so that easy Roshan ability that Relax has with the wards, not going to happen. They also have the Alchemist with the 9 armor as well, so those two things not happening. Flipside getting the Roshan that, whoa, look at that bug. Just hopping all over him. It's quite the graphical glitch. I'd buy a cosmetic that looked like that. You literally just call it the bug. But oh yeah. So in the meantime, you got Pingeee working towards his Aghanims, and the rest of both sides actually pretty chilling near this area. Screen Nav are gonna be in trouble. Pops his poison just before, and FN gonna be in trouble now, stunning himself, not being able to stun on Pingeee for an unknown reason, and now TMW gonna be caught up by a Konya hook. Konya gonna get the kill here onto the Shadow Shaman, and Hybrid now just gonna front up these wards as Storm Spirit also cleaning up the Enchantress as well as the Venomancer, the Alchemist, and the Shadow Shaman all falling there, and Visage died in the backlines, swinging just to the Acid Spray, so misplayed by him, but Clockwork Quartz did fall there. Did eat a lot of damage and bit the dust. Hybrid has that Lincoln's up now, so it could work towards the Desolator most likely. May look towards a BKB as well, but Desolator is certainly the better option, as Flipside will need more damage to start working on killing heroes like the Lone Druid. But I do believe that was a 4 for nil. No, 4 for 2 in Flipside's favor there. Getting 4 kills and Relax. Shaklo gonna zip on the bear, and this bear may die. Zip zap zippity pop, and Light gonna get the kill on it. Yes, just barely. Resummon is up from Shaklo, but 300 gold is certainly something that you definitely want. As in Light may work towards a Hex now. Could also work towards a Lincoln's, but BKB already up on him, so. And Konya, of course, had that Blade Maul he popped last fight. Visage again, still working towards the Aghanims. PSM just has the boots and now a Mechanism on him as well. So the support doing very well. Has 12 assists thus far, but 22-9 as the kill score is pretty impressive. So I mean, been involved in a lot of those, so gonna have a lot of gold. Shadow Shaman in the meantime picking up the Aghanims. And again, that bug. It's just chasing around, boys. And the Radiant's going to be up in Shaklo within this next creep wave to get all the last hits. And will be the 24-minute timing. Not terrible, for sure. Definitely a decent timing. And the bug coming back. Dread going to be working towards the Aghanims. FN has a blink as well as the Medallion. Going to maybe pick something up here. Maybe a Vitality Booster. Yeah, indeed he does for the extra survivability, of course. Answer with a Mechanism, so all Relax really has the ability to push up at this point with the items they have, but I'm not gonna look for too much until I get some pickoffs, I would assume. But all three tier 1 towers are down on either side as Lundred now gets up that Radiance. So this split pushing can begin with that bear. We'll be in trouble though with the Storm Spirit, of course. Storm Spirit has that zip-in potential to kill stuff like the bear, prophets, that sort of stuff, the split pushing annoying stuff, as he can just always zip in and kill it. No need for a Shadow Blade. And Desolator gonna come up on this Weaver indeed. Gonna start working towards this mid-game dominance really, as the mid-game's starting to kick in at this point with the Radiance up on the bear and Aghanims up on the Shadow Shaman. And Flipside gonna look to rotate behind Relax, but Relax already all the way up in this lane. So may have to see some teleport rotations out of Flipside unless they want to walk all the way back towards the mid lane. They are pretty out of position right now, but certainly a good position to wrap around. Indeed they are. Just gonna walk towards the team of Relax and zip in from Enlight right onto TMW. TMW not be able to drop the wards before oh no, indeed he does, just barely, but falls right afterwards. Screen in the meantime, clicks in line. Screen gonna fall here. Not before the shadow. Oh, actually, Flipside taking this fight back, or losing this fight rather. And Light now going to drop and Daikur even falling, and Hybrid dodging the sun with his Lincolns, and in Light now going to come back, and FN going to be in a bit of trouble. FN going to eat it from Hybrid. Hybrid getting another kill here, and Hybrid going to fall, pop the Aegis as that was about to run out. And Relaxing to back off here. I'd certainly say a good trade for them. I want to say all these heroes died to the wards because they certainly seem to. They were all in that general vicinity, right in this green box you see on my screen. They were all right there, and the wards dropped right there, of course. So those wards doing the work, it seems, and really turned around the team fight for Relax. As I thought TMW going down so early in the fight and maybe not getting off the wards would have been the end of them for that fight, but 13-24 is his kills. Relax coming back a bit, for sure, after the last fight. As they did get 5 kills, buyback from Storm, and of course they just popped on the Weaver. But I did miss many of those kills on the back lines. All the supports for Flipside really just died to the wards, as well as the Clockwork, so good, well done by TMW there, making sure that he was able to get that done. But building a BKB now, I would think. And Flipside just looking to take this one out for the time being and farm up a bit on the Weaver, as well as the and actually FN gonna fall again to the Enlight popping the BKB for that, and FN falls again. As all of Flipside being in the nearby area, and Hybrid gonna look to take out the stack now. Actually, maybe go for a kill here on the Venomancer, but Bug's gonna miss, so not so much. And Relaxing now, rotating in with the Radiance Bear. Radiance Bear gonna start to do damage over time onto these heroes, and PSM gonna be the first target, but Hybrid gonna clean up some on the backlines as Konya hooks in on 3 cogs, 3 in the cogs. TMW dropping the ward screen now. Maybe next line, TMW dropping meantime to the Weaver. Right clicks, her Weaver eating a lot of damage here. And Bear not gonna get any roots off. There is a root, and Hybrid. Stun goes off on him, and he is gonna fall. So Hybrid falling there. The Weaver, even with Lincoln's not survival enough. It doesn't have the Desolator up himself, really. Or actually, it did die in the Korea in that last fight, so not too good. I'm not gonna have that for what, another... there's no timer. That's not cool. I'd expect that, whatever. Should be up soon though. It died in the last fight, which was about 2 minutes ago now. And Light gonna get another zip on FN. FN being the main target of his hate at this point. I'm not sure why. But Shadow Shaman not picking up the BKB, so push coming out from Relax now is working out pretty well, being able to push towers and really take team fights with the Aghanim's wards. TMW has been the focus of a lot of the damage really needed portions of the game, so certainly not the best on his part. Anyway, push gonna come out from Relax now on this top lane, or bottom lane rather. I just think anything above the river is top at this point. And zipping from Enlight onto TMW. TMW popping the BKB. Doesn't have wards for another 10 seconds though. And Screen gonna eat the brunt of Enlight. Enlight now. Screen actually popping the Mechanism of Living, and Hybrid gonna clean him up. There we go. And Weaver getting the kill on Screen. In the meantime, Lone Druid killing the Clockwork on the back lines. Clockwork, I assumed. Yeah, died underneath the tower, so the Radiant's Bear killing him off. And I can't blink back that bear with the bug on him. So a 1-for-1 trade there as Flipside. Take that off. Radiant's now actually on Shacklo as the bear doesn't have resummon up for another 80 seconds, and the bear got mighty low. So we're going to keep it on him for the time being. Piha in the meantime has his Aghanims PSM with his item on him now, and Hybrid with his Desolator, Basilius, and not much else. I'm not sure what we can see for next item for him. May want a bit more survivability. It's not like getting ultra lockdown, but it's certainly scary in these team fights when the bear starts just taking away his health, and by the end of it he has like half life. As well as the wards and stuff. If he gets locked down, he's certainly dead. So we could see a BKB, but we could also just see more survivability out of him. Maybe a Butterfly, but who knows? He can dodge the physical attacks of the Shadow Shaman wards and that kind of stuff. The damage from the bear right clicks. And Fangry working towards a Vlad's now. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's Shadow Shaman. Not sitting on much, just as BKB as well as the Aghanims and Lone Druid. Smoke up mid actually, so Lone Druid. Bear now with an Assault Cuirass, so Relax is going to take a team fight with this Assault Cuirass timing. Actually, no, we're just going to go towards Roshan. It'll be interesting to see if they drop the wards here as Relax. Don't really need to with the Bear and the Alchemist. They just have a lot of ability to do it otherwise, and waiting for this Clockwork stuff to fade. And I do believe they saw it maybe just the very end, but I'm not sure as there's again delay between me and them. So this Roshan falling actually really fast, and ward dropped in the pit, so those wards indeed dropped. And Shacklo still staying smoked up, so they don't know he's here just yet. And Dragon to be hooked on too by Konya. Konya now going to be hexed up, and TMW going to fall here on the back lines. Aegis on him, however, so Shacklo in the meantime picked off on the mid lines almost by Enlight, and Shacklo going to be the focus right now of Enlight and Hybrid. However, Shackle's on to TMW from TMW onto Storm Spirit, and Hybrid now chasing Dread. Dread, however, going to fall to one last Sakuchi, and Pihao could be next. Another loss here for Flipside. Shacklo just running away at this point, gonna make it away it seems, and indeed he does. Pihao now gonna fall. So lots of action in these fights. They spread apart very quickly. Really, you have Relax focusing on one target, and Flipside looking towards usually the backlines of Flipside, trying to get down those people who are trying to just throw out damage. Up until recently, it's been TMW on those backlines, but nowadays it's the Lone Druid trying to not die and lose his bear, and that kind of stuff. But push going to come out mid now. Ward's not up for another 30 seconds on TMW now. But Relax certainly coming back in this game after that miserable early game. But 5k now in the gold advantage for Relax. As you can see, nearly 4,000 in Flipside's favor not too long ago. And Relax now almost back even on experience. So Flipside previously able to keep that experience graph up, but just losing too many people nowadays to actually do so. And Vlad's now up on FN. FN going to be hooked upon by Konya here. Konya and Hybrid going to go to work on to FN. FN going to fall for sure, and now Shaklo going to be in trouble. Vortex up from the Might, and Shaklo may go down here. However, wards dropped by team. They're just going to blow up Enlight nearly instantly. However, Shaklo being chased by the familiars and Hybrid. Hybrid now going to go on the chase, but we're going to focus back as Konya falls to the Enchantress, and Shaklo going to fall on the back lines. Not able to dodge any damage and falls to one last right click from the Weaver. So a for two trade there as the Storm and the Clockwork die on the side of Flipside, and Relax loses their Lone Druid and their Alchemist. Alchemist, of course, being initiated on in these woods very early on, so Relax not able to get there in time, but taking the fight very well once they even were down a single person. So Relax really seeming to be more on the upper hand at this point, as the experience still pretty much even, but Relax now heavily ahead in terms of gold. But they do have the more team fight sort of composition. Flipside just has the gank, so they may not look to take any more of these big team fights at Flipside, that is, as Relax just able to take them very well. Do have the Acid Spray, of course, the Radiance, the Wards, the Poison Nova. The Poison Nova really unsung here at this point, as Screen has done certainly a lot of damage with it. 16 assists on his end, and has the Agnums now. Gonna do a lot of damage. And Dread's still working towards his Agnums as well, so team Agnums actually for Relax. Gonna have 3 Agnums on their side, but likely Time Enchantress gets 1. Well, they will have 3 when Enchantress gets 1. That's how it works. 2 + 1 is 3. The more you know, guys. However, gonna pick up a crit, so no more survivability for him. Gonna go for the greater crit likely afterwards, and rotation in now. Zip in onto TMW. TMW gonna get blown up here before he dropped the wards this time, so no wards out of Relax. Relax shouldn't just not take this fight, as now Screen going down, and Shaklo could be next in line. Konya, however, eating hooks on him, and he's going to eat a lot of damage. We're going to make it out of this alive. Nope, makes it out from one less impediment from Enchantress now. Getting 2 kills there on the Crystal Maiden as well, and Hybrid in trouble. Could stun from FN and missed, but FN blinks on top and 1 last right click. So actually an entire team wipe onto Flipside there. Crystal Maiden again eating it from the Enchantress. Storm, I'm not sure. But not a good fight. Flipside, Relax taking that fight even without the wards, without Venomancer. Venomancer did pop his ult before that happened, so likely the story of why Flipside lost that fight was the Aghanim's ult from the Venomancer. F, I'm going to see what he can do on this mid tower now, as no one's going to be up for another 10 seconds, and even then they're going to have to rotate in towards the mid tower. And Shotgun now here as well, so this tower going to fall mighty fast should he get his spells off. Rabbit not up for another 5 seconds, and Bird Sun's coming out. Familiars. Yeah, just look at that tower, eat it from the bear. Oh, right click. And gonna go down. Range lack is gonna be the focus from Shaklo here, as they will not get the melee racks in time, and Bear not gonna get it. Surviving with 32 health, and the bear's gonna fall here. Not up for another level seconds now. And everyone's gonna back away. As Gem now gonna be up on Shaklo, it seems. And now in bear form, and Relax could look to take another fight here, as they do have the wards. And FN blinks right in, goes straight onto Pihao. Pihao now stunned up. FN stunned up in return. However, Konya now in a bit of trouble, falling very low. And D dies to the Enchantress, and Light now going on the screen. Gonna eat it from the Storm Spirit, and Light, however, gonna be shackled up from TMW. TMW gonna get the kill there on Storm Spirit, and Hybrid now falling very low. And D does fall, so 4 down, as well as the Clockwork actually fell very early there, and this mid-rack's going to go down. Relax coming back in this game, and now kills almost even, and with the kills even, with the push strat, with the tower advantage, they're going to have so much more gold, and Relax should look for a GG here, as PSM, the only person alive for Flipside, and buyback status is nil, except for the Weaver and the Visage, but GG coming out from Flipside, as they can no longer take it. Flipside's too strong, and gonna fall, so GG coming out of them. Relax taking this game too, so 2-0. Relax in this best of 3 series. Relax coming out on top. Once again, the push strat just proving too strong once they got all their items up, regardless of how far they were behind. The Venom, just the sheer teamfight combo that Flipside just kept on taking, not looking for the solo ganks at all. Once Relax started roaming as 5, really they couldn't. So Relax taking this game 2 and moving on to the finals bracket of this CIS Carnage 2014 tournament. But yeah, looking at the kill board, it's pretty even all around. So all players really just even game up until items started coming up on Relax, and it just got out of control and got too much for Flipside to handle. But anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Frouwo casting. If you enjoyed it, like, share, subscribe, all that neat stuff. If you didn't like it, I always appreciate constructive criticism. You can contact me at Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, and I will try and respond with that improvement on the things you told me about. But yeah, thanks again for watching. This has been Frouwo, and I will see you guys some other time.